We are live. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. Hey, David. Hey, Pete. How you doing? Now, this morning. Well, this morning for me, obviously. Maybe not for you. This morning we're continuing our work on the BF 109A. Now, I was going to be doing this yesterday. Yeah, things happen. In any event, good people, this is what we're doing today. So, on that note, and with that, much more waffling. First things first, we all know the drill, peeps. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. Now, I'll bring you around, and there we go. Maybe, sort of. I'll adjust it in due course. Now, before we get, there's a few things I was considering with regards to where we're at with the kit. In as much as, okay, yes, there's photo etch I want to get on. There's a few little details I thought I would attend to along the way. Particularly as some of the photo etch we're doing will go one on top of another, so it'll be a bit of a process. Let me just move in a bit closer. We get in. Dearie me, eh? Now, let me just quickly mute you for a moment. And I'm back. Now, one of the things I was, okay, let's step one. Now, what we'll do is, there's a few things I wanted to do along in between putting bits of photo etch on. Now, what we're going to do here first, I'll give you a zoom in on the actual destructions. There we go. Piece of photo etch 6. In fact, photo etch 6, there's two of them. One goes on there. Now, specifically, give me a moment. We're looking at, it doesn't actually give you a closer look here. So, they seem to suggest there's a pin there or something. Is there? I think I see where they're indicating, sorta, maybe. Either way, I'll work it out, guys. Zoom out. Now, next, what we do is, there they are. Now we'll get a bit of sprue cutter act. We'll cut this out and put it on we're going to be putting some on here as well. So we shall keep that there. But in the meantime, give me a moment. Dealy. Here's an idea. I can move the floor of the cockpit onto a smaller one. Yes, I can. There's a cunning plan. And thereby move this onto there. Aha. Yes, now, I believe. Yep, here we go. Healing. If you're wondering what I'm going, give me a moment. I've just had a moment to observe a potential opportunity to cheat quite significantly that would work potentially very well. And what the cheating part would be, give me a moment. This, what I have in, I'm comparing this to, is the really? All I'm thinking about is this needs to have the back glued on it, and then you put the chair on that. You can't really see what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a moment. Give me a moment. Where's that nice piece of white? There it is. Or there's some that'll do the job at least. Now I'm knocking things around, I ask you. Right. Now, there, and where's the other part? Here. Now, actually, I wonder if I can. Now, if, oh, hey, Paul, how you doing? Now, remarkable restraint from any modeler. Let's not be shy. Well done there, David. More restraint than I would ever muster. Now, go to wrong way. There we go. Now, here we go. What we have here, on using the AMG, you have to glue the back of the seat to there, and the difficulty I'm finding, well, not finding, it doesn't really give a nice, clear, defined angle. Now, I've already had to rip the seat out of a AZ model because I lost this seat. Well, it's somewhere in the nether regions under my desks. But what I've noticed quite randomly, well, not randomly, quite suddenly, is that we have this possibility. I'm going to see how that fits in, actually. If that fits nicely, you know what, kids? I have a cunning plan. That easy. Just because it'll be all nice and neat and nice and easy and without any fuss at all, and it's not going to slow down our assembly, so why wouldn't I? That's the theory. That is my theory, and what it is too. So what I'm going to do, slight little diversion from our plan, but that's fine. Ding-a-ding-a-ding. Deedly. Into there. Yeah. Round there. Let's just file that down. There we go. And see how well it fits. If it fits nicely, I might as well start cannibalizing this kit as required. Always handy to have something of that ilk, I find. Oh, hey Ian, how you doing? Liked your clip on YouTube. Well, this is YouTube, but yeah, the train set. That's very cool, man. Was it Facebook? We saw it on something. It was very cool. For those of you who have not seen Ian's train layout, yeah, it's swish. Check it out. That's my advice to you. Now, let's have a look. See if this would. Oh, look at that. Very nice, I think. I reckon I could do worse than to use this. Yep. That's a... That's just a bit too easy in my eyes. One final little check just for my own personal edification, as it were. There we go. Yep. That'll do it. Ha! Might as well. Now, if I'm going to do that, yeah, I like it. It's very cool, man. I don't want to be clumsy or throw it and just be, I'll throw this to the side with this, because that is, after all, potentially an important part. Now, something I will do, however, slap that onto there. Here's a question. Where is something else I haven't? There's a couple of bits here that I want to hit with some surfacer, and I may as well do that. While I'm actually, what will I do them now? Okay, got a plan. Sorry, guys, I'm being indecisive. Not that you would have noticed, I'm sure. Eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf. Ja, das ist gut. All right. And now in Thai. Lung, song, sam, se, ha. Might as well trot out English, heaven forbid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, yes, and these two. Now, unos, duo, trio. Oh, hey, best man, how you doing? Now, the other, yes. Uno. Actually, I could even go feminine. Oh, feminine. On that, una, dua, tria. Now, sorry, I'm rather enjoying my languages. You may have worked that out. Now, next, I'll hit these with a bit of surfacer. Come in. Actually, no, before I hit with surfacer, first things first, what I really needed to get more of a start on, because it's going to take a bit longer, is getting our first number 6. And I got myself all distracted. I have. Now, I'll bring you back here a bit. And chopping board. Should try and get this stuff off, but it doesn't really matter. Hang on. Is it coming off all of a sudden? It's just too filling. I couldn't be fucked. I'm a very lazy man. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'll stop right there too, I'll tell you. Now, okay, one of these, there's a, yes, that's what I originally got the sprue cutters out for, wasn't it? Dear, oh dear, talk about easily distracted kids. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. And there, oops, a daisy. Now, might as well give this a file at the relevant points. Spot there. Then we'll mount it on a plinth. And then we shall start putting our photoetch on it. Now, there's actually a bit of photoetch that goes on this side as well. So we may as well get that happening before we start getting into our... yes, then comes the question. Rubbing. All right, got it sorted in my mind. I can see why I was thinking about hitting this with surfacer first. All right. All right. Deary me. Mind like a fucking rabbit, jumping about left, right, and bloody centre. I ask you, people. I ask you. Now. Anyway. So how's everyone doing? I'm doing good. Yes, I am. Getting most excited about my hip surgery coming in. A bit over 6 weeks or thereabouts. So I can nick some of that. Come here. And so yeah. There we go. Oh. Now. Okay. Got all the stuff we require here. Bling down for applying surfacer. So you don't want to get shit on your gold. Certainly I don't. Guess if you do, that's your business. Now, probably won't bother about putting that back on till after the stream because, well, why does come the question? Now. Alrighty, that's the only this and Actually, all of those. Yeah. Yes. We shall be using or applying some paint to later on. All right. Now, first, you're going to see much movement on the camera for a little while. But here we go. Shake. Now. This won't take long. I want to get a glove on my hand so I don't get it covered in bloody surface. Oops. Tripping over my bloody thongs there. Hang on a moment. I'm back. Now, so I shall just flick. Oh, the outside light is not on though. There we go. Because I don't have the airbrushing booth, I think I'd be ill-advised to. Yeah, I think I'd be ill-advised to apply this stuff inside the building. I might want to find something to put that on. Give me a moment. Bam. Where is the blue tack? Coming at it from a slightly different angle. Here we go. Because that way I can do. There we go. Come here, you. Splatch. Both sides. No point just doing one side, is there now? Two. And now these ones sit quite nicely and won't require any blue tack. And almost done. You can go there for the time being. And finally, these were separate, aren't they? Rubbin. Maybe. Look, that's not actually being used. Yoink. I have a sneaking suspicion that's actually P51B wheel. Maybe not. Either way, we'll work with that later. And where's the other one? Get over here. What's this? Oh, that's the guns. No, I want to leave them on that. Bing. Where'd I put that blue tack there? Alrighty, almost ready, guys. Sorry about this. I should have thought about this earlier. Now, oh, for fuck's sake, Richie. Nobody needs them apples. Alrighty. Oh, dear Lord. Oh, there we go. Now then. I can now return to my desk. And once they're dried, we can do some of the painting, but that will give us a bit of time to get some of the photo etch on. And then, once the photo etch is on, we can, yeah, you get the drill, I'm sure. So, all right. Oh, dear, oh dear, kids. Oh, I've left the outdoor light on. Fuck it. I don't care. Not for the short term. No, I do not. Right. Now, if I have to get up at some stage again through the stream, I'll address it then. All right. Now, you get out of the way. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. Next. You get over here. Right. Number 6. There we go. Now, where are they connected here? There, and there. Okay. All right. Bing. Here's what we seek. That's what I seek. There. Now, curved blade. One. And 4. Sort of had him out. Obviously, I was wrong. Reckon it's one of these other ones. Oh, which one am I cutting here? That one. Dear, oh dear, eh? Come on, you know you want it. The hardest part about photo etch, I sometimes find is getting the bloody stuff out without chewing the part. Just as well I got it painted on the other bloody side, I tell you. Come out, damn you. You out yet? Fuck me. Hey. Why is it being so cunty? Wait, I think we're getting close now. There we go. All right, I think, yay. Finally got one out. Now, that could use a bit of paint back on again, but we'll leave that discussion there. Now, crystal clear. Toothpick. And now, yeah, I see where it goes. If I can get the glue on there, we're doing fine. Come on. Yeah, a bit heavy-handed there. Thin that out a bit. I mean, yes, it dries clear, but you know. Let's try and minimize this, shall we? Oh, it's messy as all hell, but never mind. Right. Well, first part's on. Now, actually, what we'll do with our toothpick, or a toothpick, is just flatten that down a bit. Hang on. There we go. Now, what goes on top of that? I reckon we can get the next part in. Zoom out. Doesn't look like it's quite straight, though. Maybe a little. No, I think that's good. All right. The bit that goes on top of that is excuse me. 5 being part 5, one of these ones down here. Trying to get the light right so that I can get the number. Hang on a moment. I see it. That's correct then. So number 5. There. Alright. Being that one. Hopefully this is a bit more cooperative than the previous piece, which is drying quite well, actually, I'm happy to say. On the way to finally. One more. This one's looking cooperative. Heaven forfend. Oh. And she's... Come on. Right, there you are. Now, over there. And then sometimes it all just happens nicely for you, you know. And stop that. Bloody. There we go. Now. So. Deedly. Deedly. There we go. And I guess I should do, I think it goes to, no, about there, I think. Somewhere there. Oops, that's not where you're meant to be at all. Get off of there. About there's where I want you, I think. Alright. Now, anyway. Next. Come here, you. And toothpick. Goggles. Where are my goggles? Just so I can be sure. I'm going to need to move you up a bit, guys. It is. What the hell is it? There's that. Here we go. There we go. That's better. All right. Actually, wow. Okay. Give me a moment, and this is like, let me get my goggles off. I'll give you a zoom in. I'm actually feeling far more confident about getting all of this photo etch on, because it's just kind of falling quite nicely for us, it would appear. So where we are now is oh, sorry. Oh, nice. Oh, by the way, I forgot to say hi, Stevie. Nice. That's cool stuff, guys. Now, anyway, what we've done thus far on this, give me a moment and hopefully I can get a decent zoom in. There we go. Oh, it's not quite centered where it needs to be now that I look closer, but you get the idea. I'll just a slight adjustment there, and then we can get the next bit in. Goggles, goggles, goggles. Now, just a little more, wasn't it? There we go. There we go. All right. Next. The other part that goes on. Yeah, what did you build? Tell us. Tell us more, tell us. Oh, spare that. Now, this one goes that way. This we will now do. And then it was all sealed by the other side of that disc, or that wheelie thing, which might require a bit of a touch of a paint after the fact, but we'll worry about that then. Now, yeah, nice one. My first build was a Spit, and first builds are interesting from the viewpoint of you never really, you're always very fond of them because they're your first one, man, the first few, you know. And you look at them and you go, I could do that so much better now, but it doesn't alter the fact. It's your first few. They're always a little bit special in their way. For that reason, I guess. There we go. Okay, a bit of shadow action. I don't need that. It's not helpful. There we go. There we go. And finally, hopefully finally, come on. You know you want to. Off you come. There we go. Winning. Yeah, well, I'm at the start of the day, so the first thing I'll be making is breakfast. Actually, I'll probably just have a pizza. I've got a slice of leftover pizza. Pizza. Oh. Now, glue. Da. Wer ist da ist? are. Now, next, we will go back to here. Come on. There we go. Ding, ding, ding. Goggles. Mouthful of coffee. Oh yeah. Toothpick. Not quite. Up you come. No, you don't. Don't lie to me. There we go. Wow, that's a whole lot of detail. It's not even finished yet. Wow. Give me a moment. So yeah. And now we've got to put another wheel. See where there's that wheel at the back of these other bits in front? Now another wheel goes on top of that. So yeah, 4 bits of photo etch on top of each other. But I might let that dry for a little while. Now, pardon me. Now there's another bit of photo etch that goes on. That goes on the other side. I might give myself a bit of a break from the photo etch for a moment. And what I wouldn't mind doing is we'll get some German grey. Have I done this lid yet? No, I have not. I'll do this lid. Shake, 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 shake. Shake. Once the German grey is done, and what I'm looking to apply that to, and it'll be a short, sharp and shiny operation, is just that. And then we're going to get out, actually while I'm here, there's the German filled grey. Coat black. Might as well start shaking that up so that therefore I can do the rim of the seat. And then I would be quite happy to put some chassis black on certain parts that you'll see where and why. Actually, some of it I should probably put intriguing options here, because they don't really give any color guide. Yes. I'll have to give it some thought. All right, how are we mixing? They're mixing nicely for us. Jolly good. Very cooperative of them. Now we'll start with the German grey. Not using that one. It was used for zinc chromate, obviously. This looks like a grey colour. It is. Oh, it's an aluminium one. That's okay. Still looks very. It's been used for something that's grey at some stage. There we go. Now, healing. All right. Now we can get quite a chunky brush for this occasion. And get some, there we go. As always, this will require, unsurprisingly, a second coat. Which you may be able to get onto today to some extent. We'll see how we travel for time. Now, what I might do, and there you go. Now you can see what I'm doing a bit better, I think. Yeah, there we go. That's a bit better. There we go. Right, fill that in. Because these paints are meant for airbrushing rather than hand brushing, they're very thin. So if you apply them with a brush, you need to be a bit generous with them, which is fine. Now, and as I said, bear in mind I will be hitting this again, possibly even this session, just so that therefore she is done and dusted. Because this is all, the other side of it being thin paint is that it does dry quite quickly, of course. Yeah. These are the pros and cons. Oh, hey, Manuel, how you doing? These are the pros and cons of lacquer paints. Oh, dear. Roger Waters, eh? Should have stayed with Pink Floyd. That's my take on it. That was when he did his best stuff. Mind you, backed by Dave Gilmour as a guitarist and yada, yada, yada. Alan Parsons as your producer. You're going to be off to a flying start right there. All right, now that's a bit thin. And it's going to look patchy until I hit it again. That's fine. All good. Now, what I will do, something that I've been doing. I have done this one, I think. Yeah, I have. Wow. I'm painting the lid so that I can see what the colours are, but I think I've actually done this one by the looks. It's just that it's very dark in comparison to... Surely I haven't. Yes, I have. Wow. All right. Now, we shall clean the brush. What I might do... We're going to pop that there and not clean that up just yet, because possibly, we might be able to find that once we've done the chair with the German field grey, we might be able to have a look at hitting the back area with the second coat. That's how quickly it can dry. It's a bit like acrylics in that regard, not quite as rapid drying, but still pretty quick. And excuse me, in that regard, it's kind of handy for such purposes. Excuse me while I clean my brush. Now, yep, now we are good. Give it a rinse. And now, German field grey. Now I'll be needing goggles for this and a really fine brush. Now, German field grey. Now, my finger's doing its annoying fall asleep thing. I should probably put the lid on the crystal clear, shouldn't I? There we go. Let me just get a bit of blood into my thumb. What are you doing to me, bloody thing? All right, now. So, looking for a receptacle. For the occasion. Here we go. Come on, there we go. Zoom me out a bit. Now, first things first, I shall get a nice crisp brush and my goggles, and we'll finish our seat. I shall zoom you in for that. Now, give me a moment. Pop that to there. So I might as well just do our paint the lid thing. Here, oh, there's the brush for the occasion, I tell you. Wish my finger would stop giving me jip. There we go. That's relieving it. Don't know what goes on with the thumb. It's annoying me. That much I do know. There we go. Now. Ah, yes. Now I need to... Well, if you hang on to it I'll be perfectly straight with you. I haven't really given that too much consideration yet. But, because there are, of course, options as always. But what I reckon, hang on a moment, up. Yeah, stuff in the background's not going to. Once I've done this seat, given everyone a zoom in at what's happened with it, we'll go through these sheets and select one, I reckon. I'm going to come around the back here. Just around that ridge. Then we come down here, along there. If I can find on the insignia provided one that would have seen combat service, I'll use that one. Depends what they got, as I said. I know that 109As did see combat service. So with a bit of luck, we can do that. Now, better yet, if we can get a insignia, you're not even seeing shit on that shit. There we go. Of a specific pilot, that's always my preferred option. Then we will do that as well, but we'll see how we go. You're not going to see anything at the moment apart from maybe a blur on this chair, I can tell. But I will be done with this very quickly, and then I'll zoom in. And down, and along, and maybe just up here. All right. Oh, and maybe just there. Ha! I'm just looking at the color differentials on a few things there, and I have but one thing to say. Pedantry, thy name is Rob. The differentials are not so great that I could probably have saved myself a bit of time and effort there. Ha! That's funny. All right, give me a moment. I'm going to clean this brush. I'll probably actually grab the same brush that I was using earlier just to do the lid. And once that's done, I'll give you a zoom in on the chair. And hang on a moment. Hang on. Give me a moment. I'm saying something that may make me unhappy. Goggles. Give me a moment. Delay. Notice something that I'm not entirely happy with. I missed a very small line just down here. maybe, oh no, that would need to be a normal German grey. All right, now I'm happy. I would say, yeah. All right, now I can clean my brush. Now, once I've painted the lid, for those of you who are wondering why I'm doing it as an ID thing, although I have discovered a disadvantage, or not disadvantage, an issue of sorts, when applying this methodology with colours that relate to that are already quite dark, because that German grey lid is painted and you can hardly tell, because of course it's on the back of black. Back of black. I hit the sack. Oh dear. Now, but nonetheless, I may as well. Now, once I've given you a zoom in on the chair, we shall have a look at our camouflage options, good people. I know that I might have made a choice earlier, because I do recall, in fact I know I have, purchased Glun, which is the required undercarriage colour. It's a little unusual. I guess it's close to hellblau, but yeah, I wouldn't have picked it as a sky colour, but hey, who am I to query? There we go. And you know what else? You know what? There we go. Put that over there. Not yet. Clean brush. Then zoom in. And then we'll look at some camouflage patterns. Yes, we will. Yes, we will. A bit more thinner, perhaps. Now, there we go. Rinse. Now, dear oh dear. All right. Ding. Bing. Ding and bing. Now, so here's our seat, and what the let's have a good light on. You should be able to see there's a little red thing there with there we go. You can now what I have done for all the worth all that's come up is we've got actually black there and two slightly different shades of grey. Anybody hit me with 50 shades of grey lines will no, just don't, guys. But there's actually wonder if it shows better on the back. It does a bit. Here we go, maybe. A bit that it won't show, but never mind. There's what we got here is German grey. You can't see because it's all shiny. There you go. Now we've got it. Right, so the lighter grey is German grey. The darker grey, which is there and goes around the rim, is German field grey, giving it a darker edge for all the good it's going to show. And then in the middle, it's black, and you can see that. Oh my God, that does show. Yay! So you can see how that compares against the German field grey. We've got our little red patch there that we're going to put our seat belts into. There we go. That's what's happened with the seat. Now, bing, camouflage patterns, people. Now, we have okay. They say summer 1937. They do not give specifics. And they're all pretty tame on the whole decoration front, which is a bit disappointing, you got to say. All with pretty much the same paint job. Well, it's a bit okay. Okay, you can safely assume that none of these saw combat, so I may as well try and do it pristine, if anything. By virtue of the fact that the Condor Legion didn't have German insignia, if they were in Cologne, they definitely would not have seen combat. So, is there anything on here that is even vaguely decorative for us to go ooh and ah with? It doesn't look like it. What a rip. Let's see the other side. Show us the other side. Yeah, no. All right. So here's our pattern, basically. Manuel, so you got Grun on the bottom, and then it's the textbook Luftwaffe alternate thing of Schwarzglun und Dunkelglun as they go against. Now, the Glun color is a kind of unusual one for the undercarriage, as I said, or at least I think it is, in as much as. Give me a moment. RLM 62. 65, I think, is Hellblau from memory. But yeah, it's the standard Schwarzglun, black green, and Dunkelglun, dark green. And the undercarriage color, however, give me a moment, is this. Give you a bit more of a zoom in on the color. Happily, it doesn't matter if it's blurry. That, which I find really surprisingly dark. But if that's what it is, and that's RLM 62. Boom. I guess the thing we can consider is that camouflage changed throughout the war, of course, and da-da-da-da. Yeah. But ultimately, these are the colours we're looking at. And if you check the patterns here, they're all pretty much identical. The differentiation is negligible. Yeah. And in one instance, I think it's just my imagination. All right. Next, we shall got the seat done. More photo etch. We'll get the last of the photo etch on that side, and then we'll get the other bit of photo etch on. Yes, we will. And then we shall what's the time at the moment? Oh, yeah. Now, once the bit that goes on this side, we will need the hold and fold for. But that's not a biggie. Now, scalpel. That's, I think. It's fine. All right, that's that out. Crystal clear. Bing. Let's get a lid on our scalpel. This is a version A. What I'm wanting to do, or what I'm in the process of doing, I have built 109s before. I'm sure you're either, if you're not aware of this fact, I'm sure you're unsurprised by that fact. But I want to actually do a thing because I'm building the evolution of the P50 of the Mustang. The P51. I'm going for the P51B, P51D, and F51. And I'm figuring that alongside that, I can go 109A, 109B, 109C, all the way through to K. Build them all afresh, just because. Why? For the same reason that a dog licks its cojones. Because it can. And what I'm thinking is once I'm past the give me a moment while I just concentrate. There we go. Once I'm past the Mustangs are done, and I'm still doing my 109s, I can start doing Spitfires. 1, 2, 5A, 5B, might do a 5C even, 8, 9. So yeah, all the ones that saw combat service. And then, because I'll probably run out of Messerschmitts. Give me a moment, I've got to get my goggles on. Before I run out of Spitfires, that's when I might do some a Focke-Wulf, maybe an ME262. We'll see what I'm up to at the time with other projects because I've got quite a few in mind. Come on. There we go. Wow. I can tidy that up with paint once it dries, and I probably will. Let me just, yeah, maybe, no, that's all good. So once that dries, it'll look a whole lot not better. But yeah, you can see how once I've tidied that paintwork up, there's our wheels and stuff. Once the glue's dried, it'll look a whole lot better. But yeah, coming along. Now, we need hold and fold for a moment. Now, I don't know if you ever used a hold and fold. God, I got itchy nose. Oh, here we go. Yeah, Lichtblau, or Hellblau rather. But yeah, they've listed it as RLM 62. So this we now do. I could, yeah, anyway. Point being, now, I want to have a quick gander at how this is supposed to fold over, because it is definitely meant to. So that goes onto there. And then that goes onto there. Easy. Then we can get some, well, we can make some decisions on some colors. But first, let's get this done. Hopefully on those two parts. There. I know what haven't got on hand. A little razor lifter. That's okay, we'll work. We'll get that in a minute. Where else might it be attached? And there. Alright. Well, out you come then. You're still attached just there, eh? Okay. Oh, no, you're not. Here. Come here. Now, bit of filing wouldn't hurt on a couple of spots. And then, it's hold and fold time. Alrighty. whilst I think. Give me a moment whilst I find. Aha! That. I didn't even see what I lobbed out, I don't think. It's a small razor sort of a device, and what it does is gets under your part and you just simply lift. It's a marvellous little piece of behaviour. The right time and place. Now you come here. A bit more. Oh, there it is. That it? Yeah. Come here, you. Now. Ouch. Ah. I see. So the blind man. I wonder if I can. No. Okay, we have to file that down then. Where'd you go to? Come here, you. I just dropped a black piece onto a whole stack of black painted area. This is less than ideal. Not black painted area where there's been a lot of spillage and stuff. Come on. Yo. Where'd you go? Don't do this to me. That's not on here, is it? This is getting a bit annoying now. Where the hell? Found it. Hey, Columba. Now, file. Now, on this side. That's better. Now, for those who've never seen a hold and fold in operation, all you do, zoom out a bit, whoop, wrong way. Move camera. Right, here's our hold and fold. Here's our part. Now, because the exposed bit is there, as far as the bit that I did the filing on, I'm probably well suited to or advised to go this side to try and see what you do. Might require a bit of is you get this lined up properly. You then hang on a moment. I'm going the wrong way. Of course I am. Yeah. Now that, of course, locks it into place, which is when your razor comes into play. simply there. And oh, don't tell me it's fucking snapped it. That's okay. There's ways around this. It shouldn't snap, as you can gather. Testing my patience. That's all right. What we'll do. What we'll do. That's not meant to come out that far. You get back in there. Or on there's more to the point. Now, that part's not coming out quite as happily as I would like it to. There we go. Now, if you use a hold and fold, big tip, once used, put it away. These sharp edges, I've known people to do, people I know have actually cut themselves quite nastily on it. Be a bit careful with them. Now, all this really means, the fact that it's broken there, I can put this away too for today, is that I'll have to do this in 2 steps. That's all. That's fine. I don't really care that much about that. That's not a problem. And then, yep, good night, Mabel. Oh, hey, cutie guy, how you doing? Now, yes. So, what we're going to do is this. Now, first, what I'll just check is, come here. Right, that's definitely going to be our inside part. That's fine. So, that way, we're going to get our worthy toothpick. And there. Now I'm going to pop that to there for the time being. Bing. Toothpick. Use the other end. You bitch. Come here. Come here. Oh, because you got glue on your knee, you're going to be a bitch to me, aren't you? Come here, you. Oh, you. Get off of there. Get onto here, thank you. Stop your knees bent advancing behaviour. Why, you little. Alright, if you have to do it that way, we do it that way. Oh, you bitch, are you on there at all? No, you're not, Gotcha. Nice try. Now what I might use, give me a moment. Fresh toothpick. Goggles. Right, you over there, more, bit more, bit more. There's where you're meant to go. Right. All right. Round 2 with this thing. And that will be this front part. Stay there. All right. Toothpick. Small adjustment. See if we can get some of that out, so we don't need that. All right. Now, yeah, I'm good, mate. Now. All right. So, there's my, well, there it is. Next. So, what we've done there. Now, that white patch of glue will dry. But directly above that is actually a little bit of photo etch stuff that hardly fucking shows. But there it is. It's like a little folder thing. Okay, let's see how the other one's traveling in the meantime. Will require a small touch-up, perhaps, if I want to go that far. So, yeah. Come on, focus, damn you. Yeah, starting to come along. Maybe a little bit of a tidy up on the wheel. Now, yes. I reckon. Come here. Very quickly. That's better. Now. Yes. Much happier looking. Actually, you know what? I've got a cunning plan, kids. I do. And all will be revealed shortly. Yes, it will. So while I've got this colour out, you see, what I'm going to do is tidy up that wheel that I think looks a bit tacky. So, there we go. There's our chair backing all looking the way it should now. Clean brush. Put it on the crystal clear big boy. That'll probably be doing yourself a favour. You're going to clean this brush now. And then My hand's going to sleep again. What we shall do is paint that little hand wheel thing. Don't know what the hell what the correct term for it is. I know what I mean. Alrighty. Now, next, rinse brush. And now we want a really sharp brush for this one. That one will do us, I think. Yes. Now, there was something that was on my mind a moment ago. Can't remember it offhand. Never mind. Goggles. Now, that was it. Give me a moment. Just thinking that one of the kits that I'm building, I was disappointed with the dash. Now, if that's this one, I might have a look at the dash decals for from the other kit that I'm sort of slowly cannibalizing. We'll see how that rolls out. But first, you come here. Yeah, this will be easy. Make it look a lot nicer. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to look a lot nicer than it is, in my opinion. All right, and the little crossbar. And it does make it look a lot tidier. There we are. And it's going to need to be a different colour for that tidy, but that's okay. All right, once I've done that, once I've cleaned the brush, I'll give you a zoom in and you can see why that looks a lot nicer. This one's starting to look like it's coming to the party. Jolly good. Clean brush, goggles off. Now, after this, our next port of call will be to make an executive decision about some parts. And it may be that I might need to wait for this before I conclude decisively as to which colours I'm going to apply here. And I might even want to go and do a bit of Google foo and check things out. But now I shall slip. First I'll give you a zoom in on what I just did there, which is just a small little bit of painting just to tidy the wheel up a bit. Now there's some other stuff there that's going to require a bit of tidying up as well. Like up here we're going to have a bit of steel and a little bit of dark grey there. But there you go. There's the fuselage side slowly coming together. Yeah. Now, next, that's what it was. Next on the agenda was these people. Now, they are the vents. What colour to go inside there? I'm thinking certainly the front of it would be the same as, let's have a look. The other thing I'm querying here is these are the engine cowlings. What colour to put them in there on the inside? Yeah. Now, because, all right. Just noticed something else about a bit of photoetch there that's a bit interesting. There's another piece that I'm kind of curious about, to be honest. It looks like it could go in the wheel well, but oh god, please tell me that didn't have paint in it. Come here, you. What was that? Oh, one of these. Where's the other one? Oh, there. Okay. Now, ow. How far in does that go? I'd actually be inclined, I think, to paint the interiors of that the same as the undercarriage colour. So I'll just airbrush that. That'd be all. And the rationale behind that is a lot of the time you'll find, not entirely unlike your cars, the entrance point is the same colour as the rest. So, that's that decision made. Which then brings us to our engine cowlings. Now, they might have, that's something I want to check there as to whether or not they're going to have what's the word I'm looking for? They probably wouldn't either. They'd probably be the same colour as the. We'll see. I'm going to need to do some research on that as far as the colour of the. I'm not sure if they would have had a firewall under the cowling. I wouldn't necessarily have thought so, but let's have a look at what kind of colours we're looking at. In the meantime, I think for today I'll wind up the stream. I'll give you guys a roll through what we've done today. We've got a fair bit done. Okay, so we got let me just get that up a bit higher. Our seat done. All its different colours. So there's two different greys, black, and a little spot of red on that. Ah, there's why. Hang on. That's probably how I should do it. There we go. Hopefully you can see. Yeah. Anyway, there's that. We got, might need to hit that again, but that. We got where here is that little bit of photo etch there on, that you can hardly see, but never mind. More interestingly, ow, my knee, sorry guys. We got all of that done. That's 4 bits of photo etch on top of each other. So I'll do some tidying up on that before assembly, but yeah, there we go. Ayo. All right. And that is me done for today. Okay, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. Now, first-time viewers, you know the drill. Follow, like, or subscribe. Now, tomorrow we'll get on to the Boss Mustang. Yes, we will. Now, what do I want to do on that? A lot of things I want to do on that, actually. Too many for me to think about right now. I will hurt my brain, I will. Well, we'll be getting onto the Boss Mustang. Maybe a few tidy ups, but mostly I want to get onto the undercarriage and maybe the main coat, so as we can start getting on straight on just to assembly. Get that shit done. I was pretty happy with how things went, David. Yeah, thanks, man. Now, like I said, I want to check out what color those sort of venti things should be, so that you can make them look like nice, sweet, neat, and petite. That's a whole nother story. Now, for those who are unfamiliar with my options on other platforms, feel free to track me down as Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. What are those words, people? They're follow, like, and subscribe. Now, tomorrow I will be back. I'll be back at a similar sort of a time, I would anticipate. That's the plan. And with all of that said, all I can really now say is that I'll be back tomorrow at a similar kit time and the same kit channel. Hopefully I'll catch you guys later that time. Hopefully I'll catch you guys then. Yeah, my pleasure, David. See yous.